Combos are a big thing in fighting games, and especially with the release of the brand new Demon Slayer game, combos are going to be something that you're going to need to know. Today I'm going to show you how the best combos for Tanjiro, as well as me going through the game and hopefully helping you defeat the bosses. I hope that you guys do enjoy. After the tutorial, we start off in Final Selection. Final Selection is pretty simple. All it requires you to do is run up mountains and fight low-level, weak demons. These weak demons you're going to want to fight because they're very good for learning the controls and getting comfortable. If you play on a computer like me, you'll know that the basic controls are pretty funky, but after a while you'll get used to them and these will help you a lot. We find a crying Zenitsu up further in the mountain, and if we go just a little bit later, we'll see the Hand Demon. The Hand Demon is going to be our very first boss. Now, this is a very important demon, and he's definitely going to be good to prepare you for upcoming boss fights. Since his attacks don't do very much damage, he's good to prepare. His main attack is the boulder. He basically grows big hands and launches boulders at you. They're very simple to dodge. All you'll need to do is dash, and once you there's two stages of him. Once you complete the first stage, you'll move on to the second stage. The second stage is stronger, and all of his attacks are bigger and better. The boulder you'll see is split into three in one attack, and he can be quite overwhelming and scary when he just charges at you like that. Overall, he's a very simple boss, and after we defeat him, Tanjiro will chop off of his head, and we can move on to the next level. At the time, I thought it would be good to PvP online, and I got somebody that had the username of VertSuckToes. That's quite a username, and for the very first round, we were going good. It was so close to beating him, but he ended up defeating me. On the second round, I was trying to combo him, but he was able to counter it, and that's actually the only counter to my combo that I would reveal later on in the video. And on the third round, I'd hit him with my ultimate, and everything was going well until he unfortunately was able to defeat me in a very close game. On the next mission, when we go to fight the Swamp Demon, we start off by running around and talking to the townspeople to find out information about the missing girls. Once we're done and actually get to fight the demon, we see that he's split into three people, three demons, and this is very annoying. Their attacks actually do damage, but it's a simple counter, and it's just always keep moving and only focus on one at a time. After we defeat them, we will fight the two-horned demon on a 1v1 as Nezuko. It's good to play as other characters because we can learn their moves and develop other combos. And finally, once we finish the two-horned demon as Nezuko, we will fight him as Tanjiro in a final battle. Once we are able to do that, the demon will then die from a simple attack, and we will move on to the next. We are now in the city to where we will find Muzan and Kibutsuji. Tanjiro all of a sudden smells something terrible, and we follow that scent for a while. Once we find Muzan, we go through a short little discussion as he provides a decoy, and we meet Tamayo and Yushiro. While following Yushiro back to the house, we will find multiple low-level demons that will be good for practicing our combos, as we will need them in the upcoming battles. Now, the upcoming fight, there's two bosses, so we will definitely need to be keen and as sharp as possible. Coming up on the house, I start to realize how good this game's animation is. Bro, I'm serious. This animation is insane. Like, I'm being honest. I could watch this all day long. Susumaru is one of two bosses that we are going to have to face. All of her attacks are based on long distance, and as long as you have the dash, you can survive. She unleashes a barrage when powered up, and all you need to do is wait for that barrage to end, and then unleash some of your special attacks to defeat her. Once you do defeat her in her stage 1, you will then fight her alone as Nezuko. Nezuko is a lot faster than Tanjiro, and by pressing I and O, you can use a special attack that will unleash a powerful kick into the ground. You can then use that to deal powerful amounts of damage to Susumaru. When she's powered up, she will basically unleash another barrage of attacks, but once we defeat her, she can we don't have to fight her anymore because Tamayo uses one of her spells to kill her. Yahaba is one of the more annoying fights, especially between Susumaru. And this is because when powered up, if you get struck by one of his arrows, you will be forced to use one of your special attacks in order to counter it. And if you do not have one of those attacks ready, you will be inflicted with damage. But once we kill him, it is very simple, and both of them are dead. Now we go into the mansion with Kyogai and Zenitsu being a literal idiot, butt bumping a girl, causing them all to get separated. And well, after this, we kind of just walk around for a bit as Tanjiro until we see Kyogai, the man himself. We then get to play as Zenitsu, and he's pretty funny because he goes nuts at the craziest small little things. But then we will meet the Tongue Demon. With that nasty little tongue, we'll still get to fight him as Zenitsu. Now, even though Zenitsu's scared all the time, when he's in battle, he's actually an extremely powerful character to use. As you see with that thunderclap and flash, he does a massive amount of damage, and we're able to easily kill the tongue. When we playing Inosuke, he runs very, very fast through the hallways, and we have a long but very broad and straight pathway to go into a room where we will meet the big Chunkus demon. I've watched the anime multiple times, and watching this guy's death is just really funny. But he unleashes two attacks: a earthquake and rushing at you. And Inosuke's combo attacks, his I and his U attacks, are extremely powerful, I would say. Once we're able to successfully eliminate him, we go back to Tanjiro fighting Kyoga. At this point, the best thing for you to do is just consistently be jumping, and when he's on his cooldown, make sure to try and hit as many hits as you can. When the room swaps, if you're too late to jump, you'll have to use one of your special attacks, and the claw attacks, just to be warning, do a lot of damage. So if you are going to do it, make sure you have your shield ready or are consistently jumping, because it can get annoying. But to continue on in the story, once we defeat the first stage, the claw attack gets even more annoying and more powerful because there is this very, very large claw attack. Once we maneuver that by jumping and dashing, we then kill Kaigai to move on to the spider family. The first member of the spider family that we're going to fight is going to be the mother. Now, the mother has her big puppets, and it's pretty simple. The only moves that the puppet knows is the dash and jumping up and sticking his claws into the ground at a large attack. If you can hit as many as you can, that would be good. Inosuke then launches us up as we then continue to kill the spider mother. If you have watched the anime, you will recall that. But then we get to go as Zenitsu traveling alone in the search of Nezuko. We find the spider demon and are forced to fight him. Now, the spider demon, I would say, was probably just about as annoying as Kyagai. Even though his attacks didn't do that much damage, he was so fast and maneuvered around so quickly. He took me about 20 minutes just to defeat, but once you defeat him, it felt so good. Now, the Spider Father. The Spider Father is by far the strongest, other than Rui, in the Spider family. His first form attacks are pretty basic and do deal a decent amount of damage, but you can simply counter them by always attacking. And when he throws the big boulders at you, just dash out of the way and you'll be fine. Once you defeat his first form, he then sheds his skin on to his second form as Tanjiro gets flying. As you see, the boulders are a lot larger, and a lot of our attacks do almost nothing, even our special attacks, making him even harder to defeat. But overall, it's pretty general. His attacks aren't that hard to dodge, so you shouldn't lose more than half of your health bar when fighting him and defeating him. Now, Giyu comes up and totally saves our lives right here, or else we would be dead with Inosuke. And then we move to Rui and Tanjiro. Rui is going to be the very first member of the 12 Kizuki that we are going to fight. He is by far the strongest and does move as fast as the Spider Brother. Uh, and his attacks do deal a good amount of damage. He's always moving around, so making him extremely hard to hit. But once you can hit him, always try and hit as many attacks as you can. The first time I tried it, I ended up losing, and the second time, I tried to have my shield and everything ready, hitting as many combos as I could. He does pull up the shield a lot, being harder to defeat. Also, when he pulls up his shield, he can immediately counter you right after. But the second time, I was almost able to kill him just with one attack, but he ended up. I start off with the best combo that I have. I start off with spamming the J button or the light attack, and then moving on to a water wheel, and then a whirlpool. And this proves majorly effective, and is better than using the wheel and the waterfall basin because the waterfall basin is a lot slower than the whirlpool. It took me about 3 tries, but I was able to defeat his first form. He has 3 forms, and I will say all of the other ones get a lot scarier. Now, the attack that really screwed me up on his second one was his claw attack, or claw string. It's pretty simple to maneuver after my second time doing it. All I need to do is just stay out of the red lines and continuously moving in a circle. He was on cooldown. It was time. It was time. Go! Attack! Spam, spam, spam. Moo, 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 moo. Attack water wheel, whirlpool. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Wait, hold on. Let's go. I did it. I did it. Wait, water breathing? He still has another form! No! No! He still has. Rui's by far the most annoying attack was when he would send a big barrage of webs to come and attack me. But finally, it was time to use Hinokami Kagura, and it was done. We had defeated Rui after Tomioka saved us, and it was just a legendary moment. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. I will 100% be posting new videos about the Demon Slayer game. Also, too, if you want like a tutorial or gameplay walkthrough video, please also make sure to subscribe and tell me down in the comments below, and I can do that. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and thank you for watching.